Oh my fucking god, this pisses me off so much. This is a video from Neil the lying ass lies on and on. Keep looking up. That's where the shit is streaming down from, people. Oh my fucking cunting lord. Science is a fundamental part of the country we are, trying to get everybody cheerleading, patriotic again behind all these lies of science. Oh yeah, you guys went to the moon to judge what is true. Hold on. Fuck you.
Ability to judge what is true and what is...
I would say people are becoming their own authorities and they're using their own faculties and senses to do their own fucking scientific experiments to realize there's no curvature on this supposed globe found over any distance, nor is there any curvature to be seen, independent footage from high balloons. That's not where they don't use a fucking fisheye lens. Oh my god.
What is reliable, what is not reliable?
I mean, fucking using my own eyes, the Pythagorean trigonometry equation for the expected curvature over distance on a 25,000 mile curve sphere should be reliable, and our reliable eyes show us that there's no curve over any fucking distance.
What should you believe, what should you not believe?
How about we all fucking give up our beliefs and only speak scientifically about things that we've proven for ourselves in fucking experiments that are repeatable and observable and testable. How about we all stop believing in the occult high priest bum-rumping frickin' Freemasonic foreskin fathers of science that you suggest we all stand on the shoulders of, and instead we stand on the shoulders of people who are pursuing and dishing out truth, verifiable, observable, repeatable, testable truth. I mean, do you even frickin' science, bro? Check this.
And when you have people who don't know much about science standing in denial of it.
Oh, fuck. Do I believe my fucking ears? This is from the very same space monkey scientist quoted on Joe Rogan's podcast in 2017, admitting he didn't even frickin' know the Pythagorean trigonometry equation for testing for curvature. Talk about yourself, Neil. Squeal like an establishment pig whore going down in the mud.
And rising to power. That is a recipe for the complete dismantling of our informed democracy.
That's the point, you lying, overpaid, comfortable, flaccid asshole. Your time is up. The false hierarchy is done. We're all equal, sovereign, and independent thinkers these days. Our consciousness has risen, and we don't want a leader class anymore. Fuck you and your Hunger Games frickin' democracy. Of course evolution is a theory. That's why it's called the theory of evolution. It's more Freemasonic obfuscation and hogwash dished up to steer and control everyone. Too smart these days for the religious bullshit. The heliocentric cosmos of the globe Earth is another theory without any single fucking proof. All we have are lies, CGIs, farts in our faces, and useless repeaters and actors like you.
Voters have approved
We all know vaccines are shit. It's the biggest medical scam in history. We all know GMOs make us sick. We all know climate change is a freaking scam to further the tax, repress the masses. Fuck.
That's not the country I remember growing up in.
Yes, it's called freaking evolution. Fat fucking fuck. Thank fuck we're not still stuck back in that go-along to get-along mindset of the 50s and 60s you're talking about.
Not that we didn't have challenges. I'm old enough to remember the 60s and the 70s. We had a hot war and a cold war and civil rights movement, and all of this was going on. But I don't remember any time where people were standing in denial of what science was.
Dude, you are the only fucker here denying the science, that you don't even know how to check for curvature, to do a scientific test. You are the very living embodiment of the denial of science, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
One of the great things about science is that it is an entire exercise in finding what is true.
Yes, that is all we're doing. We're applying logic, fucking simple equations in our eyes to see what the fuck's going on. Neil, you tell us the moonlander docked with a rocket at 4,000 miles per hour in 1969, 6 times successfully. We call bullshit, you know? Since we weren't there, we have to look at what ways we can prove what is observable, testable, and repeatable on our own terms.
An hypothesis, you test it. I get a result. A rival of mine double checks it because they think I might be wrong. They perform an even better experiment than I did, and they find out, hey, this experiment matches.
Well, guess what? This is a little problem that this exponential growing number of people on the globe are having. Our experiments don't frickin' match, okay? With what we've been told all our lives, with what's been handed down to us from these Freemasonic fathers of science that you insist we stand on the shoulders of. Oh my gosh, God.
We're onto something here.
Yeah, you fucking said it, Bert. We really are.
And out of this rises a new emergent truth.
Yes, a new emergent truth. The Earth is not a fucking spinning pear going faster than the speed of sound.
It does it better than anything else we have ever come up with as human beings.
I think I heard what you said there. You're saying science is better than us. Because we're just human beings using reason and logic and repeatable, observable, measurable experiments to prove the Earth is not a globe.
This is science. It's not something to toy with.
Oh, is that why you don't know the freaking Pythagorean equation for curvature? Because it's settled. That's settled science. So human beings shouldn't mess with it. We shouldn't toy with science. When will you ever tire of the cock of Satan,
It's
my
not
man?
something to say, I choose not to believe E equals MC squared. You don't have that option.
Oh, really, you greasy little fucking pig on a spit. How about saying, I know that Einstein was wrong. I know the Earth cannot be a globe. I know the moon landings were a giant hoax because I have deducted these truths with science. You don't have that option. Not only do I challenge the lies and obfuscation that you call science, but I defeat them with my experiments and observations that I now rescind every authority, your every authority forevermore.
When you have an established scientific emergent truth, it is true whether or not you believe in it. And as soon
When and who is going to get to you and prove you are the ignoramus? I mean, 2017, if you can stomach watching Joe Rogan's podcast, I mean, he was great until he got neutered. But Neil deGrasse Tyson, 2017, he does not know the formula to check for curvature. This is how it goes. 8 inches per mile squared. It's not hard to remember. It's not, it should be on the tip of his tongue every day being a cosmologist. So we can see you believe in the globe, Neil, and you think it's true. You're wrong twice. And I just wonder who and what, how is that going to be exposed to you and when? The sooner you understand, this is a mind prison. The sooner you understand that you're in a mind prison, your thoughts are not allowed to be your own. They're beliefs dished out by science, books, texts, repeaters, Freemasons, weak and bonded men in a fascist agenda, and you don't have a choice to think for yourself. The faster we can get on with the political... Oh, fuck.
you understand that, the faster we can get on with the political conversations about how to solve
The problems that face us. Problems? What fucking problems? There's no problems. We're civilized. Oh, you mean the endless wars that we're robbed to fund? Oh, or do you mean the eugenics agenda to kill 80% of us so that they can just keep enough people to run their little freaking scams? Or are you talking about the science? The science isn't behind the eugenics agenda. No. Are you talking about the science behind evolution to steer us all away from the geocentric true nature of our reality? Or are you talking about, the entire Earth's people are enslaved by private families owning money? No. I realize you're talking about the fact that science, capital $S, in the disguise of NASA, butt rapes us for $19 billion a year in return for Disney CGI and crap music from Chris Hadfield. All my problems will be solved when enough people like me wake up and do a test for curvature at the seaside. When we wake up to the true nature of the illusory cage, it's not the legal system that incorrectly presumes it bonds us as corporations at birth with an unwitting contract not even signed by the affected party. No, every lovely day on this earth since childhood has been infested by the lies perpetuated by these Freemasonic men of science, never tested by the men or the senses of the masses. These lies have clouded and distorted our every thought, every day of our entire lives. They've led us away from the realization of our own divine beauty and back into a modern primeval swamp. Even if we did evolve out of a swamp, we were always magical, pure, and supernatural divine seed. You and your ilk, Neil deGrasse Tyson, are our only problem. You insincere fuck. You false authority. You feigned intelligence. Your illusory external power. You're just a small, scared child on the inside, like all of us. And you're going to pay for ignoring this in arrogance.
Then have a
So once you understand, let's just take that back. So once you understand
that humans are warming the planet.
No, I don't stand under Al Gore and his Man-Bear-Pig Club of Rome devised mind mechanisms. No, sorry. No. And I don't buy that politicians anywhere on Earth can or would do anything effective about changing pollution anywhere, anyway, because politicians are nothing but leeches, and who are the ones dropping depleted uranium or nuclear bombs, if they're even real, or even any weapons? Oh my God, don't even start me. I don't acknowledge their existence. They're lower to me than Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny, and believe it or not, I don't talk to them anymore either, and I don't listen to them.
And then have a political conversation about that. You can say, well, are there carbon credits? Do we do this? Do we put a tariff on this? Do we subsidize? Those have political answers. And every minute, one is in denial.
Oh, wow. Every minute we doubt we could have been lied to all our life, and that you have been fooled by your own oppressors. You are one of these oppressors.
Delaying the political solution that should have been established years ago.
Yes, anarchy. No, not violent people in black, sponsored by George Soros, but people who voluntarily live and work together, without a ruling class, without an intellectual class of gatekeepers like you to continue to suppress real knowledge.
As a voter.
Sorry, but we don't vote when we're sovereign. We don't accept the falsity that your democracy is not a fascism. We seek and speak truth to power. We are in acceptance. We are all equal. We don't have any external authorities unless they previously have garnered our respect. We govern ourselves. We don't petition for our own mind control. We are governed by our own consciences, under the realization that no one can be ruled by two masters. We can be ruled by conscience or we can be ruled by government.
Scientific issues will come before you. And isn't it worth it to say, all right, let me at least become scientifically literate. So that
Fuck, Neil, you festering pork chop. It's 8 inches per mile squared. It's not fucking rocket science, and neither is rocket science. Let us know when you have scientifically become literate and you've sat at a beach and checked for curvature and you're not just being an active mouthpiece for the bowels of Satan.
think about these issues and act intelligently upon them.
Ah, yeah, Neil, that would be nice, because apparently the average punter these days is quite dopey and still looking at you as some kind of fucking authority. So it would be good if you do your curvature tests and get back to us as soon as possible.
Recognize what science is and allow it to be what it can and should be.
What's that, Neil? A settled fascist regime of thought control handed down from a bunch of blokes who prefer dressing up in aprons and bum rumping to the advancement of humanity.
Of civilization.
Yeah, that is what truth seekers do, Neil. They serve humanity. Now how about trying on a little truth for yourself?
It's in our hands.
Yes, you fucking sneaky, deluded, dumb fucking fuckers have held this world in your hands for a long time with your deceptions. But nature is wild and God is good, and I think love and truth will triumph over all things. Event, surely. You really shouldn't have used that stupid CGI of the supposed Earth with the frickin' lights on and the McDonald's drive-through signs gleaming at the end out 100 miles plus into space. 100,000 miles. That must be 200,000 miles away. That just really proves the point. You know, street lights from the moon, yeah. Earth is not a globe. There are no photos or video from that distance. And if you haven't worked that out yet, you yet haven't applied science to any relevant questions. You'll get there. I wonder what will become of all of you fuckers in the new world. Karma is golden, and natural law is perfect. Tom Mason, Jesus Christ.